I always like look at what's going on.
Okay, I got an ad.
Cool, cool. Hey friends, happy Wednesday Friends Day. I'm so excited you're here with me. I'm gonna paint a robin in a nest. I made the background green in Photoshop and just kind of drew in a nest. Oh, I can't, here, I can skip my own ad and I can see if I'm in frame. Oh, it's not even cut up. I linked the reference photo in this video's description. I'm gonna use this as a traceable. Emily's here with me tonight.
Hello.
We're gonna fly over to my art table and get started.
We haven't done that in so long.
No. Look at this.
Whoa.
Probably because I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really check the shot because
It always moves.
it moves, but it's always bigger than.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're good. Bigger than when I video. This is a 5" by 5" cradled wood panel from U.S. Art Supply. They don't sponsor this. I get them. I have Amazon Prime, and I get them through Amazon. You can also get them through their website if you want to give them a try. 1.5 inch thick. I have clear gesso on it because sometimes when I paint, well, I'm going to do it this time. Oh no, I'm not. Sometimes I let the wood come through a little bit more instead of painting a color on it first. One time I just painted a snowman and left the wood background. It sold right away.
That was cute. I like that one.
Yeah, I probably should do that a little more. Let the wood show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So limited palette. Sometimes I watch other artists on YouTube and they're like, I only have 6 colors. I'm like, huh, you know. And
Yeah.
they're not counting black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I've got, these are all liquid text. They're all liquid text basics. So I'll show you this one. Quinacridone Magenta. That's this one. Cad Yellow Medium Hue. Titanium White. Mars Black. Oh, I mixed a brown. I thought I had burnt umber. I only have 2 colors.
Whoa, girl.
Yellow and quinacridone, unless you count black and white, and then I have 4 colors. Okay, so I'm going to take, I already mixed a background color. So this is a little, oh, so the brown, I almost always mix cad yellow or whatever yellow I have, quinacridone, and some black. And then if you want it, I say this quite a bit, but we get new people all the time. If you want a yellow or brown, you just add more yellow to it. If you want a rustier brown, add more quinacridone to it. Of course, that's not going to look that brown because I added so much of the other color. Now it's going to get really dark because black is so strong. There's a chocolate brown.
That's pretty, yeah.
Okay.
Cute.
Get going because I'm going to try and paint this all tonight. We're going to go as far and as fast as we can. And this is a 3/4 inch flat brush. It's getting quite loved from Royal and Langnickel. I was looking to make sure it's 3/4 inch, but I can't read it anymore. And I'm just.
Is that the one that you let dry? Or is that a different one?
Oh, that was a different one. I had put some gel gloss on a painting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, I got distracted. I didn't get a phone call or anything.
Well, let's see. So far. Oh, are you still going?
No, I was just going to say, I forgot to say that sets the table. I forgot to let you know.
So far in the chat tonight, we have D, Marty, and Chase with his $9.99, his little goat emoji. Aww. And we have like 15 other friends with us.
Hey, friends. Thank you so much, Chase man. You spoil me.
And Susie.
I just grabbed a little of my brown color, just smeared it in while it's wet.
Oh, that's cute. I like the little light swipes of wet brown in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good touch.
Thanks. It's basically how I do my backgrounds is just how much smearing in different colors. And I'm painting a little bit over the sides, so when I'm going to switch, I want to say canvases. I'm going to switch wood panels and work on one that's dry.
Marty says, can't wait to see this painting develop.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah, I like the wet on wet a lot.
Well, I don't paint backgrounds all the time, and so this will... Sometimes I could get the VW bus I just painted in here. I just went up and down, just strokes.
Well, I guess we missed last week because of the snow. My neighborhood didn't get plowed out until like 4, I think. A little after that.
I don't remember. Mine wasn't. Yeah.
But now we're stuck in like the frigid cold. It's like, is it? No, we're 0. We're good.
Yeah, it's 0. Well, and if you go further north, it's colder.
Yeah, it's like -11 is our low today. Gonna have to remember to start my car.
I think it's supposed to be colder tonight, but then it's going to start warming up. But I'm not. I mean, I listened to the news. But I don't know.
We'll start getting warm. Tomorrow is colder, but then after that it starts getting warmer. So tomorrow is a low of -13, but a high of 11. So technically our high is getting higher, which is nice. Yeah. And then high of 21, high of 36, high of 44. And then it's like 50s next week.
I'm like, wow. Like she's reading it off her phone. I'm like, how do you know?
I just, weatherman.
So I think we're going to call that good.
D says, I love the VW bug. Beep, beep. Yeah, that one turned out so cute. I love all the speckles you put on that one.
I'll go grab the bus quick so I don't forget about it. So I'm just going to set this. Normally I dry it with a hairdryer, walk away, get a cup of tea. I'm going to clean out my brush because I found one today. I found it a couple hours later, so I've got it soaking in some hand sanitizer. I'm going to try to get the paint out of this one. Oh, and I just got more paint on it because I had wet.
Yeah. Marty says, I'm iced in. It's in -2. Yeah. All the last, I don't know if today was.
So she's colder than we are.
I'm assuming today was because, like, if it's low enough in the morning, they'll cancel. Well, they do the remote learning days. You don't get a snow day anymore. They'll cancel school here just because, like, they can't have kids waiting out in the bus. But, like, it's been, we had no, like, snow days or anything. And then all of a sudden the kids have probably gotten, like, 3 back-to-back because the snow and then the cold and then.
Yeah. So I can't get it all in. It's an 11 by 14, but here's the background I was talking about. It's just up and down strokes. And you don't even have to do them wet on wet. Because sometimes I'll come back and, like, I know I lightened this up a couple times, so I just came back when it was already dry with lighter colors.
It looks so good on the live. Oh, my God.
Here, actually, it might fit in if I go that way.
Yeah, that looks so good. Everyone turn their head now.
So that's a video coming up.
Cute.
I can't remember. A couple weeks.
Susie says, it will thaw out here on Friday. Yeah, I think I bet. So, like, it was also blowing. So after Chase and I shoveled, it, like, my half of the driveway redrifted, basically. Yeah. And I'm like, we're going to be in the 50s next week. I'm not sitting out in the negatives and letting us shovel this again. So I've just been rolling over it.
Yeah. You know what's kind of nice is I can go grab brushes and stuff.
Yeah, you can.
Because I'm not sitting down.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Oh, shoveling.
Yeah, because it's
blowing.
going to be like, it will be in like the 36 in sunny. I bet it'll mostly be gone on Friday because that sunny really helps heat up the ground.
Here, I'm going to just pin this to my bulletin board.
D says 50s. That's a heat wave.
Well,
yeah, it is.
I mixed a brown and black ahead of time.
Yeah, 50s and end of February. That's insane.
It's just been, well, yeah, it's just
weird.
Well, I always think about, this brush is so fuzzed out.
Is it?
I don't know if that's going to work very well for the little areas.
Let's see. Susie says it's 14 here. That's still freezing. There's like a point where just like, even if there's wind, like, 14 and wind, I feel like is as bad as like 0 and still,
Oh, yeah.
It's all about that wind.
Oh, this is a 3/8 inch angle brush from Royal and Langnickel. It's their Moderna line. Really fun brushes. Sorry, honey, go ahead.
No. Susie says, love that painting about the bus. Marty says, ooh, love that bus. I love that bus.
I've had fun with. I want to do more.
Mm-hmm. The bus was so good.
They're harder, I think, because I paint so many animals and birds that you do get quicker. You just don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bus has so many shapes, and then I line part of it, and I don't get the lines. They wiggle and stuff. But that took me a lot longer. But I really enjoyed it. Well, I goofed around a couple days. Like I goofed around today a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that did feel good.
Yeah.
Just to kind of
goof around.
Well, and I get up. I slept really late, which is good too.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't. Well, it doesn't matter the time frame, but after I do my chores and feed myself, feed the cat, it was like noon.
Yeah.
And I went to the store.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of mostly to walk too, but I wanted to grab a few things. I grabbed more than I needed, of course.
Of course. Of course. Dee says it's a whopping 20 in central Kentucky right now. That's cold though.
For there.
That's cold.
I'm getting the weeds. I could unweed a little bit here. Let's grab this color. Go ahead.
No. I was just getting caught up on the chat because we're a little behind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Bill says, I have a good friend whose name is Robin. Guess what she may be getting for her birthday, smiley face. Also, I love, all caps, the VW Bug. The green VW van looks groovy, too.
Oh, thanks, Bill. He recently, I'm assuming it's the same Bill, recently joined the Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. We started that so people could share their art with each other. But I think pretty soon that's coming to YouTube, so maybe we'll do it in 2 places.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my reference photo just for the value changes. I did do the eye. Here, maybe I should show you. Sort of layer 1 of the eye and the beak. It's easier for me to hold it up like that. And actually, I could hold it up on the live like that, couldn't I? And paint it.
Dee says...
I forget. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Dee says, we use a leaf blower to blow off the snow of our vehicles. I think one of my neighbors does that. Chase and I could totally do that because it's even easy because we just have like the one that you pop the battery in, you don't even have to like have the gas going and start it up kind of thing.
Neighbor behind me does that. Does it for the driveway too.
Yeah, I kind of thought about like our walkway up to the front door. We just get such a drift there, and this last snow was so dry. We could have maybe done that. Just like I was like, oh, I should have just blown this off.
It was very fluffy.
Instead of shoveling it. But then when I do it with the leaves, it kind of down that tunnel leading to the front door, it kind of creates like a vortex. So usually the leaves like go everywhere, and then I come inside and Chase is like, you have a bunch of leaves in your hair.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would have happened in the snow, and I would have just gotten trapped.
You would have gotten frosted.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like when you're shoveling and you throw the snow, but the wind comes at you, so.
Oh. Whoops, that's too dark.
Oh, Marty says the -2 is the feels like, the temp is 13. That feels like is all that matters, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, what? Ours is. What's the feels like? Yeah, ours is 0. Feels like -10 right now, I guess. But, I mean, once it's cold, it's just cold.
Yeah.
Like, we went to Costco today, and I was, like, holding my cheeks. Because it just, like, hurt so bad to walk against the wind.
Just, bundled up I was just to
Yeah.
get into the... I went to Target, which is a grocery store, clothing store type place. I was like, it was only... I don't know. I wasn't parked that far away. I'm getting in the weeds, probably because I'm talking. I was so bundled up.
Yeah, I know.
It was not really that necessary.
Well, but I was also gonna tell you that no, just so for my birthday I got that a ball winder, which of all the balls of yarn I've ever had, I've never had a ball winder that makes like a cake.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I've literally like balled so many balls of yarn since I've gotten it that like occasionally I'll look down where like I twist the handle and there's like little, it looks like dust, but I assume I'm literally wearing away the plastic on the ball winder from like twisting the handle so much.
Oh, probably.
But I've almost gotten through everything. All of the yarn, and not the big like pound bulk things, but I've almost gotten through all of my yarn and rewound it into those cakes.
Well, that's fantastic. But I'm still sad that I lost my ball.
Yeah. I was thinking
my ball. What rolling?
your rolling
my
job,
whatever.
Your yeah.
It was because it doesn't wind it. I just rolled it into a ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a different brush. I'm not quite getting the edge I want.
And I was kind of like, oh, these are making it bigger than the ball, but the cake like sits flat. So,
Oh yeah.
you know, where the balls can't like sit evenly on top of each other, I can kind of stack the cakes nice.
No, I think you should. It's a great thing.
Yeah, it'd be easier to.
I'm just a little
work with,
sad is
too.
all.
Yeah.
And I only maybe come over once a week, so then you can only get them rolled.
Yeah. And sometimes, you know, you get distracted with the show or like.
I fight with it.
Yeah, there's a knot, and then, you know, it's cutting down on the amount of balls I get rolled.
No, I'm not. The machine definitely replaced me. I wasn't.
It's literally like smoking when I use it, you know?
Is your hand winding?
Yeah.
I'm just going to blend this in a little bit. Kind of just dry brushing. And my brush is not holding a point as well anymore. Can you see that it's split? I can kind of roll it a little. But anyway, that also helps me get a little, sometimes that's good. Because I can just get like little skinny lines.
Melinda says, we are 10 tonight and 8 tomorrow night here in Tennessee. Oh. It's also so like...
It's a shock no matter where you live because it's not what you're used to.
That was literally just what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry.
No, it was perfect because that was literally what I was going to say. It's like, you know, so if you get warmer climate, it probably to you feels like negative whatever. Because like, you know, the second it's like, I bet you the second, so what day? Saturday, we're going to hit 36. Chase will be wearing shorts to the gym. He will not be wearing, like if we go to the gym or if we go out and about, he will be wearing shorts. He will not be wearing his sweatpants.
Well, such a contrast.
Yeah, in comparison, it feels like a 50-degree day. And then that 50, when we hit the 50s, it's going to be like feeling like 70.
I think I've got the gray around the eye a little big. Oh, I'm a weed person. That sounds funny.
The weeds.
I mean, getting into the weeds with a painting rather than smoking weed. Yeah, I probably didn't need to clarify that, but I did.
That head already looks so good.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Here, it does smooth out. I don't know if that actually helps. It still may be smoothing it out a little bit. The eye's pretty close to done. I could probably just... I'm never very efficient when I paint. Like, I should paint the same color everywhere that I think it might go. I'm looking at my reference photo. It has a highlight up here. So maybe I'll... Oops, I just covered in the pupil.
And taping up my fingers at night has worked really well for like all the cracks
I probably should
that I
try
had.
that.
Yeah. It's probably not it's probably more of a niche reference, but I said that I looked, so Spy Kids, the movie, I think that came out when I was a little kid, but the little boy in that movie has like warts, so he always has a bunch of Band-Aids on his fingers.
Yeah.
And it's so dry.
Junie.
We finally got snow here, but it's been so dry that like I've been going to bed with, I always call it udder butter. That's not what it's called. Bag balm. It's like a weird smelling, thicker Vaseline. And I put that like on the cracks in my thumbs or like where my crochet hook rubs constantly or whatever. And then like it's like a callus that falls off. And oh my gosh, it's helped so much with like cracked fingers.
I don't know if my cat Wally would like that. He's kind of funny. Oh, I bought one of those blue foam rollers, so like you could roll. I don't know if people know what those are. It's like an exercise stretching thing. Scared him.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it was leaning against the wall, but when I grabbed
He didn't know what it was.
He did, yeah. Or, it was funnier when I was all bundled up for shoveling, so you could only see my eyes.
Yeah.
And I had a shovel and a broom, so I was going to do my back patio.
Yeah.
It scared the crud out of him.
He's like, oh my gosh, who is that?
It reminded me of when I took you with the Boy Scouts to the fire station.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't get the guy. I'm like, don't put it on in front of her, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, they like went around the corner.
And I'm like, you.
How old was I?
I don't know.
We were in the old house, so I had to be under 5. I remember that.
That was probably one of the first scout things, because I did scouts for a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of putting in the black. I need to move along, though, because we've got to do the whole nest. It reminded me very much of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's me.
You should have put it on in front of him. You know what?
I did. He wasn't watching. And I'm like, Wally, and he kind of looked.
That's so funny. It's just all of a sudden the hat and the...
I'm like, you're kind of not. I had, just based on his personality, like, you're not going to like this.
Yeah, you knew. Oh.
But of
He's
course
like,
he's
"What?
like, I'm fine. Why do you keep calling
Yeah.
me? Then he's like, whoa.
Whoa.
It's
so funny.
It is funny. I mean, I shouldn't laugh at him, but it's funny.
Teresa says, China painter's brush trick. After you clean your brush, spit in your hand and roll the brush in it and let it dry. It should reshape. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Usually
yeah.
I pre-read, but I didn't pre-read that one, so I did not know where we were going down with that path.
I suppose there's a little something in the spit.
Yeah. A little stick.
A little something. Well, I'm sorry if I don't know if you're hearing it or not, but I've got a cough drop in. I should probably have you, when you have a break, go grab another cough drop, because that really helped.
Yeah, sure. Is it already gone?
Almost.
Okay. Where are your cough drops?
They're in my nightstand next to the bed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll grab one. I'll get caught up on chat and then we'll...
Yeah, no, there's no rush.
Dee says, Kentucky is dealing with flooding this past week, more so than the snow. This weather has been wild so far this year.
Yeah,
I know.
It just gets kind of wilder.
Um,
I don't know why I'm doing this. I need to stop playing, because I'm playing. I enjoy that very much.
yeah. Lorelai says, loving this. Hello from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. It's -34.
Yeah.
With the wind and great. Oh, my
Well, she
goodness.
converted it from Celsius.
Yeah, and great evening to stay in and paint. I didn't finish the emojis. I pushed it down.
I talked over you, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're complaining. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Although as long as I'm whining, complaining, I have a heat pump on my house.
Oh, yeah, I'll go get that.
Energy efficient, I assume.
Yeah, energy efficient for sure.
But it just cannot. I have the house fan running all the time, which is helping. I learned that finally. But like, I wake up and it's only 2 degrees colder than I have it set. But it hasn't been able to catch up today, and it's not that cold. I have it set at 68, and it's up to 67 last time I checked. I'm like, come on. And I have it, there's like an emergency heat setting where I think it works more like a furnace. I just heard Emily say hi to Wally. He's laying on my bed.
He groaned at me.
Oh, did he? Oh, he's probably tired.
Yeah, he went, and he had his head resting on Ladybug.
Yeah. About a space heater, that's really helping too. But I don't leave it running at night. I was complaining about my heat pump. So I'm trying to put this color in everywhere I see it, which I don't normally do. Go ahead.
Oh, Dee says, I think Lorelai won this round. And Dee sent a $9.99 super chat and said, cough, cough, winky face.
Oh, yeah. I should have looked at the whiskey at Target. Wasn't Dee the one that was the whiskey and honey?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That still makes me smile.
Yeah.
It's good advice. I don't know if I'm going to get this quite right. Maybe I won't worry about it. It's not a pet portrait. I think I'll just do this.
Yeah, everyone's following suit. Marty and Bill agree that Lorelai wins with the weather.
Yeah, but if,
Like if you live in Florida,
Yeah, and it's
you're used to
10
like
degrees or whatever.
yeah, you can handle like 120 in the summer.
Well, and then it freezes the oranges. And it's a mess.
Ah, sorry, Laura Lee. That's how she pronounces her name.
Oh,
Laura Lee. That's pretty.
that is. Oh, you went Gilmore Girls.
I went Gilmore Girls. I really tried to make it happen.
That's funny. I would have too, probably. Yeah, I can't. Sometimes people tell me about typos in my posts on social media. I'm assuming there's a lot of them I don't even see. Oops, I didn't do a darn thing. I'm going to grab some black and see if that's enough of a value change, or we'll just go lighter. Oh, that might work. Okay. Trying.
What's bad is it's what it like I'm checking you. I
Yeah.
really don't, if it's too far down, that copy's all like copy paste copy of forever ago, but I'll even read the top bits to try and get like title ideas.
Yeah, I tried to help you with that a little bit.
Yeah, and or steal from there because, you know, if you sometimes I'm like, did she talk about that enough? And then if you have it in the title or if in that little blurb, I'm like, okay, yeah, she talked about that enough to be like palette knife, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't even see the typos. If there is ever a typo, me reading your whatever to look for typos is not good. We need to venture outside the realm for that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, someday, hire somebody that knows things like spelling.
Those things like spelling, yes.
I needed spell check in school so badly.
Yeah.
Graham, my mom, was great at it.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's like, can I fix a few things? I'm like, no, because then the teachers will know it's not me. Because, you know.
It's too good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It might be easier. Maybe just add a little white.
Yeah. Chase used to flinch so hard when I'd be like, okay, how do you spell this word? Because I just stare at it for so, like, before I send, I usually, I mean, I don't say it every time because once they know, but I kind of drill it into, like, a newer client at first, like, okay, I make it pretty, but you got to help me spell check because sometimes the programs don't catch it, you know, and I'm just staring at it.
Spell check.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't think Photoshop did.
Mm-mm.
But I'm just like, I have it formatted. I'm staring at all of that, and I really try to like copy and paste. So then it's like, okay, it's definitely from them and right. But I'm like, you gotta double check it,
please,
because I just stare at it, and I'm also an awful speller.
Well, my invoices used when I was had my graphic design business. Mm-hmm. You know, just said I'm not responsible for.
Oh, that's smart.
Typos and da-da-da. Of course, that doesn't mean it, you know, you really don't want to point to it when somebody's mad. Mm-hmm. I don't resell printing, or I didn't for that reason. Mm-hmm. Oh, here, let's, this is a kneaded, Kneaded. Did I spell that right? Eraser? I think I did. Like you knead bread.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. Yeah.
So my colors are semi-transparent, and you can see it here. Here, maybe if I lift it up. I'm assuming you can see some of the background coming through. And sometimes that upsets people, which hey, yeah, if it's not what you want to have happen and it's happening, I get that. Mm-hmm. But it's also nice for building up layers, although I do get myself in trouble during live streams with yellows because it can take a long time to build it up.
Teresa says, talking to all of you makes me feel warmer. Aw, it's thanks. 26 here and we have snow on the ground. Sunday morning we were having tornadoes and today snow. OMG. Oh. I feel like it's not, I saw that. I saw, you know, like, is that technically like the southern, looking at a map, east side, you know,
probably,
like, of the U.S. I was scrolling through and someone was doing like weather tornado warning announcements on some like live stream. And I was like, I feel like it is not tornado season. What the heck?
I had too much white and just too much white in my brush. Yeah,
Core says hello from Alberta.
Brr, hello.
Yeah, brr.
I'm just thinking brush stroke direction. I've got a messy brush too. I got way too much paint on it.
It's technically our little thank you break.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about that. I wonder if I wanted some white and all that, and I've just made this harder. That is what's good about a live stream, though. Oh, don't do too much. I'm going to lose my other.
Finally warming up here. We're at negative 20 degrees Celsius currently.
Oh. I think
just, you know, a nice heat wave happening.
It's cold. Yeah, I know when I complain, I'm like, okay, there's other people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm going to make it too dark. Just leave it alone.
I told someone that
And then I don't.
Today outside feels like that today after tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, frigid. Yeah, when they're walking in their snowsuits.
Yeah. Okay, so negative 20 degrees Celsius, -4 Fahrenheit. So I guess we kind of know that vibe. We've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
Yesterday when I went to the orthopedic surgeon guy, it was negative. Well, it said -4, then it said got colder. Went down to -6.
But I told someone it literally feels like today after tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, whatever that one movie is.
Oh, yeah,
with
Dennis
Quaid, Jake Gyllenhaal. Is Dennis Quaid in that?
Yeah, okay, it is. I always get a little confused. Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal's young. He's in high school.
And I think Emmy...
Not literally, but he plays a high schooler.
Is Emmy... I only know her first name. Emmy, but she's in...
I can picture, but I don't know what she's in. Probably...
Shameless and...
Oh, is she Shameless? Is she the older daughter?
I think, right? Oh. Emmy Rossum. Is she in that?
I don't know.
But she's also in... I want to say Pride and Prejudice is not Pride and Prejudice. It's the Phantom of the Opera. I need to look. The day... And I always say it the wrong way. I'm always like, the day after yesterday. Today's tomorrow.
Like the book we're reading?
Yeah.
Oh, you're done with it?
Oh, yeah. I always call it something different. I always say, like, the Lake of the Lost Girls. The Lost Girls in the lake of the...
Well, they're not in it.
It's the Lake of Lost Girls. There's only one.
Oh, there you go.
The Lake of Lost Girls. That was very good.
You did it.
I really liked it.
I'm just starting it, so...
Emmy Rossum. Yep, she's in it.
Huh.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid, Jake Gyllenhaal, Emmy Rossum. Those are the only names I recognize.
I'm still playing, even though I want to thank people. I thought I'd lay down some, so I could dry, just some values. So I'm a little upset because it's not quite like the reference photo, and then I have to remind myself it doesn't need to be. Really, the light is coming from the top right, kind of. Can you see that? Oh, yeah, you can see that. Okay, let's just...
I love his belly.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can think about spitting on my brushes.
Yeah.
I think that would definitely help me stand out on YouTube.
Yeah. Just hock a loogie right on your brush in the middle of the live.
Oh, yeah. That'd just be... No, we don't have any way to mute the mics. I mean, sometimes I cover them or take them off. But those that remember the coughing fit a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to take a minute and thank Marty L. She's in the chat. Pamela J. And Renee L. for sending money to support the channel through PayPal.
Thank you.
Oh, I just realized Artie is there.
I'll get him.
Oh, you got me lots of cough drops. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That just means so much to me. Helps, too. Gosh. I think YouTube is making, it's definitely making enough to pay for internet cable, internet. I guess maybe that's about it. I'm trying to think how much that is. Depends.
And maybe a 2 BL paint a month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And some paint.
Yeah.
So I want to paint the bird first before I paint the nest. And here. I painted this one when I was working at the gallery the other day. So that's where I'm going with the nest, kind of. But I've been into green lately. Spring. Even though it's not here. Maybe I'll leave that where I can see it better. Kind of give me ideas. Okay, keep them moving.
You have been into green. I didn't even realize.
I wanted that background to be different, but sometimes they just paintings have a mind of their own. Really, that could be done. I don't need to have more detail. I rather like that I lost this edge, even though it's much lighter than the reference. Probably scare everybody with a huge arm coming in there. See, it's actually darker here, but I kind of like it. Okay, maybe I'll just come with some orange. Oh, so as I mentioned, the cad yellow is semi-transparent, and so is the quinacridone, so my orange will be too. Especially if I use it on the thinner side. Well, I think even on the thicker side. But let's just see what happens if we glaze. When I say I like that last edge, maybe I'm not gonna, maybe I'll put it orange in there. Changed my mind instantly.
I laughed and then hiccuped.
Speaking of spitting on brushes. I suppose like a little, whoops, I just went outside the lines. I think we'll call that a happy accident.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. It's not that important. That's kind of nice, though. I really like glazing.
I love when you glaze. I really like, I mean, how many times have I said it, but I really like, sometimes you have it pretty much like all done and there's just something that's a little bit off and then you add just like a few things of glazing and I'm like, yep, it's there. It did it.
That's kind of pretty. You know what I kind of want to do, and it might be a mistake. Here we go. So I wiped off my brush. I don't know if there's much orange on it. I don't know if that's going to make much difference. I warmed it up a little. I think I like that.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Okay, do I want to?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I could just call the bird done.
Oh yeah, I really like him. It was kind of insane how fast his head came together and you didn't really...
Well, I painted the beak and the eye thinking I'd be able to see it better, but I'm standing tonight. I think I like that better than when I sit on the stool.
Yeah.
And I can see the top of my phone, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, I don't know if they can tell, but how do I say this? I'm painting looser, partly because I'm about halfway back on the brush, and partly because I'm standing up. So I'm not like on it. I mean, I'm pretty close, but, oh, you know what I like to do sometimes here? Just because I thought of it, I don't want to forget. Just like put a little, I don't know where it's put right here. A little dot. There isn't a beauty mark on this bird.
But you want to give him one?
I gave him one. And I did it so I won't forget. I kind of want to mess with his beak some, but oh gosh. Let's leave it alone. Let's do my best to leave it alone. Okay, so I'm going to start with dark. Let me see how much time we have.
Like still 30, 50 minutes? Is my math right?
Oh yeah, yep, it is. My watch says 49. Okay, in that case I want to watch me run out of time now after I... All right. I'm looking at my reference photo just for confidence. I never dry off my brushes after I rinse them off. It's a bad habit. I need to get into... I'm going to put a little... Maybe a little more. Just stop. Those are kind of the same length. Let's make this one longer. I might not like it, but I'm just going to bring up the, and I keep doing them about the same size. Bring up the value. Let's just do that. Well, there's another fun thing is it's dry enough. I think I can, I've got white in my brush. I could glaze with the yellow. Let's just leave it. I grabbed yellow, but let's just leave it. I kind of like that I got a little white. I kind of want to bring it down a little, maybe. That was a happy accident. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know why that's bugging me. Just leave it alone. It's not going to bug me in a little bit. I can't leave it alone, you guys. It's funny. So I just grabbed some yellow to lighten it up a little bit. Maybe there. Leave it. Leave it, leave it.
My hand comes into frame, just ripping your hand away from the...
If it's everywhere, it's nowhere.
Yeah.
Just because I know it doesn't mean I can do it. Always easier to say something, give advice, and like when you're living it, you're like,
yeah.
Oh.
The way that you yell at yourself really sounds like when you kind of put your... When you do that thing where someone else is the arms and you're talking through it or whatever, and your hands are behind your back, it's like, it very much feels like that.
Yeah, kind of fake. Okay. Black, I think, is opaque. Oh, that's burnt umber, which I didn't even use. Oh, and I don't have black over here. Yeah, I don't really need to look at it. Okay, let's just try this color. This is fun. I like that. You can get some nice, I just put a little water in my brush, but like I got a nice dry brush. Ooh, that's too watery.
Could you imagine though? That would be such a little art scandal if you didn't actually paint the things, but you just talk so much, like throughout doing it, that you're basically like, instructing someone else behind the camera.
I know you're laughing, but I don't get it.
Like,
sorry,
you're
honey.
not painting right now. Mm-hmm. Someone else is painting, but because you're like, oh, leave it. But the person that is actually painting it isn't listening.
That could be a fun channel.
That would be such a scandal.
It'd be funny. You were still on the same thing, and I didn't.
Yeah, I stayed, and you left me at the train
left the
station.
building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned around, and you were in a different aisle at the store.
Well, that's pretty normal. Or I just stop and don't tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, we could try that. We have to figure out how to video it.
What?
You
could just tell me what to do. I paint, you tell me
You're
what
standing
to do.
in front and I paint?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we're the only ones that like that.
Well, before things got crazy with hips and stuff, we were thinking about doing like figuring out how to wear and how to do like a side-by-side live. And it would just be like one of your ornament-y type things.
Yeah.
And I'd paint it with you.
The only thing is we've had that discussion.
Dee said, all this talk about cold temperatures, I had to go get my electric throw and some hot cocoa.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
So cozy.
I have shoes on because the floor is so cold.
So you have...
It's over the garage.
You have socks on, like taller socks.
Yeah, I don't have the slippers on.
Oh, you took them. I thought you put them on.
I don't have those little slipper things on.
Bummer. Dang it. Okay.
I'm not going to let you throw me under the bus.
Yeah, I thought, okay, this whole time I thought you left your little slipper socks on and then shoved them in your shoes.
My feet won't fit in these.
Mm-hmm.
My feet have gotten...
I was very surprised that it fit, so.
wider or something. I mean, I gained a couple pounds this winter / hip surgeries because I wasn't moving. Still was eating. But yeah, I don't know. It's in my feet. I don't think they're still swollen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a bruise, a little bit bruise on my
really?
newest ankle. And on I realized this morning, because I'm like, is that... It's probably in this is way too much information, so I apologize in advance. Is that just a bunch of new veins?
Oh, yeah.
But no, I've got it. It's just like stuck there, and then my little toe has got a purple ring on it.
I don't know. I mean...
Well, it's been 7 weeks?
Well, yeah, but I mean, from what I... I don't know how I know, but from what probably Real Housewives, to be honest. From what I know is like if you get like a nose job or something, you won't know what the nose truly looks like until a year. It takes like a year, 6 months to a year for the swelling to go down fully. Oh. So you could still be a little swelly in there.
I suppose it could be. Well, and that could be why he's like just, you know. Well, they tell you up to a year for aches and pains or whatever. Mm-hmm. He was kind of saying, I'd feel a lot better in 6 months. I'm like, I feel a lot better already.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I'm just like, hey, you know, great.
Hey, great. Thanks.
Well, man. You know, a lot better. It's all relative.
Yeah.
It's different for every human.
Yeah.
So I'm putting in darks, and then I'll put in lights. So it doesn't really matter. But I'm also I'm trying to think branches just so I don't forget to think branches. That's pretty much what I'm...
Cora says that would be a fun skit to watch, smiley face. Marty says, I hope you figured out would be so fun for a mother and daughter painting party. Oh yeah, we could do a painting party.
You know, we really don't fight. It'd be more fun if we...
I think the one where you're telling me what to do would be more like...
Oh, we go, no.
Yeah, a little, like more... It would be instigate? No, that's not the word I'm looking for.
Be more interesting.
Yeah, I get maybe just interesting.
Potential for more problems and hurt feelings.
For like off-camera whispers. Cover the mic. No, don't do it like that.
Don't do that. I don't think I would because it's just... Oh, I keep doing the same thing. It's just art. Mm-hmm.
Susie says, that's all true. You went through 2 major surgeries. You did.
I know. People think I was crazy. And then I just say...
When I tell people that how close you got them together, they always go, what?
Well, I mean, they said I could do it. That, you know,
yeah.
And then with insurance, it's, to put it simply, it's buy one, get one free.
Yeah, a BOGO.
Yeah. So that really helped. Mm-hmm. I mean, it did spill a little bit over into this year, but...
Not a whole hip.
No, not my whole deductible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, TMI. Too much information.
So will you go off in a metal detector now?
I asked him that.
What did he say?
Because you used to have to get those cards.
Yeah, I want you to have the card.
He said the titanium, and of course the ceramic doesn't. He said the titanium doesn't go off.
Oh.
He said he's heard some people say that it has on them, but he's like, he didn't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, but he's also, how old is he? I don't know. 40.
He doesn't have new hips.
No. I don't know, but I assume based on how old I think he is, he probably doesn't have any artificial parts.
Yeah.
I think he was really good.
Yeah. I mean, everyone we walked into was like, I'd recommend my family to everyone that like worked there.
Oh yeah. I think that worked out okay. Mm-hmm. Well, he was really nice. He saw me, he goes, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh hey," you know, because you kind of walk down the hall, they line you up. Mm-hmm. I didn't think I was going to talk so much about that. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of a hot mess. I'm not too worried. Maybe I should be more worried. I'm using the skinnier part of the brush. Same brush. 3/8 inch. I was thinking I'd paint the bottom of the nest here off camera, but as long as I have it. So if I don't want it to look dry brush, I just grab a little bit of water. As long as I have it in my brush, I thought, well, let's see if I can get it done. So I think on the other one, that the background I painted, I'll paint a chickadee.
Susie says, mine went off one time at an airport. It's titanium too. It depends on how sensitive the setting is on the metal detector. That makes sense.
Yeah, and thank you. Because I'm like, I wonder if I should just call the staff. Well, if you don't mind saying, you don't have to, but do you have a card?
Well, if you're, I bet Susie will say, but I bet, if you're talking like how sensitive it is at the airport, you know, they also put you through the thing that spins around you, and it lights up the bits that like.
They're gonna see my bits.
It would see these two metal dots like within your hip bones.
Oh no, it's like that, and then it's like that.
Oh yeah, so they would see the like.
It's like
shape.
a pork, kind of like a really skinny pork chop shape with a ball on the top.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, you went into my leg that far?
Yeah. She's stashing a metal pork chop in her pants.
Well, it's really skinny. More like a bone, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's pretty big. I don't know if I didn't ask him. I'm like, it looked like there's a couple of big, or one screw each, really big screw. I'm like, geez.
And it's made just for you.
They do. They measure and everything.
So you couldn't even like sell it.
Oh, I just read the thing because I sent it to the primary care too. I forget what they call it.
I think we.
But it's kind of computer assisted somehow.
Probably.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I just can't remember how they term it.
I think I already made Facebook one of the last times. I joked that you couldn't sell it on Facebook Marketplace or whatever.
Oh yeah, because it's to size. Well, I mean, I'm sure it would fit someone about my size. We're talking too much about hips.
Susie says yes, but the TSA said, so she has one, said anyone can forge them, so they didn't care.
Oh. Okay.
I guess. I mean, I guess it's not like you're going to like a government, you know, like our ID has like the hollow whatever, and you can scan it and.
Huh. Okay. Thank you. That's so helpful. I mean, I wasn't too worried about it. I think the first thing we're going to do is just take a group bus tour. I've never done that. I really haven't traveled. It'd be kind of a bummer if I don't like it.
Hey, then you just spend more money on paint.
Yeah, I don't have to travel. Well, I've tried other things. But I thought it'd be nice because I don't have to worry about. Well, I go by myself. So I have people, they're there. I don't have to worry about arranging the whole thing. I mean, I could do it. Did it when we went to New York for work. Well, I was work. It was fun for you and your brother. That was fun. Who thought that a branch could take longer than, or a nest could take longer than a bird?
Than the bird.
Yeah, maybe I'll grab some black. Oh, you know what I kind of want to do actually is let's. I haven't really been thinking about how it comes up and over the robin. Now we got one. After I said I was going to use black. think that works.
Lorelei says, I love watching you paint. You are very talented, and this robin is beautiful. My favorite bird.
Good.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh, and that cow. And that cow you painted with the flower. I tried that one, and it turned out good.
Oh, there's several cows with flowers. I know. Thank you, because that reminder helps me know that we chatted a little bit on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's lots of practice. But I also think there's a little, all right, we probably shouldn't go down this road, because it really doesn't matter. It's just my opinion. But like, if you think there's a little bit of innate talent or you just kind of have leanings in that direction, you know? Like, we do not have leanings in the spelling direction.
Yeah.
But like, when you learned to rollerblade, it was pretty easy compared to the next door neighbor who could barely tie her shoes. But she also just wasn't aware. I mean, she wasn't coordinated, you know. Now, she could get there, just take more work.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, there is like, some people just have a little bit more natural ability, maybe?
Yeah. I think it's just kind of like what brain you live in too, you know? Like, Chase can understand something without a picture, and I really like a picture.
I love a visual aid, yeah.
I really like a picture.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, not to say, like, I just might need you to repeat it again. But I can still learn something without the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of thing.
No, I went to class because that helped me so much. Even to see them if they just say it, but to see them say it. And then I take notes. It just helps to reinforce it. I remember just thinking, oh, I'm ready to be done with college, you know. And then I get out and get a job. I'm like, oh, I want to go back to college.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible, but I'm like, oh. Because it's a lot of work. To study. And so I'm liking that this brown is transparent because I'm just covering up the lighter areas, but they still show the shapes. That's kind of fun. I don't know what I was saying about school. It doesn't really matter. Oh, here, let's cover that one up.
Teresa says, those are beautiful. I love the chicks. I have my background ready to paint one.
Ooh. Oh, the two chicks with the traceable?
Oh, yes, I bet.
Yeah, I went to this.
Me too. Because also bird.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to pop in that. Excuse me, guys. I'm much better. As many of you know, I have a new cat, and I always don't think I'm allergic to cats until, well, it'd been 15 years since I had a new cat. 14. Emily's making faces, so I'm waiting.
Was it?
Well, she was 18.
How old was I?
I always say, we always do this every time. I always say she was just 10 years younger than you.
Okay, so, and we got her when she was like 2, so we probably got her when I was 12. Or was she 4 and we got her when I was 14?
You were 12.
I was 12? Okay.
Anyway, the cat.
So yeah, so I'm 20.
Emily has to figure this out.
29. Oh, I'll have to tell you about. So yeah, you were right. Okay, so speaking of how bad I am at, especially the visual, like in the brain things. So math.
I think we just got an example.
Yes, we did, because that was a lot faster. But so I was talking to a friend, and I was saying, you know, it was around my birthday, so we were talking about like birthdays, whatever. And she was saying something about how like she doesn't feel like she forgets that she's not the same age as her husband or whatever, and that she's like a year and some change younger than him or whatever. And I was like, aren't you like less than a year? Like it's only like 11 months, just almost a year? And she's like, no, Emily, it's literally like a year, 1 month. And I kept doing the math so it was from July to June. And I kept doing the math July to June when I should have been doing the math June to July. And I sat on the sofa, like, and I was like, are you really sure? Like, texting her, and I'm counting on I'm literally counting on my fingers. Okay, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. That's 11. How is that not 11? And she had to text me, I am born, or no, like her husband is born this year, or this date this year. I am born this date this year. If you count
The
all
years
of those
matter.
months. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you're so right. You're so right.
You are my daughter.
You're so right.
And you'll do like I do. I'll argue it until I get it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it just wasn't
Not
working.
like I'm mad, but I'll just like, no, you know.
Yeah, it just wasn't. The math was not mathing.
No, yeah.
Because all I cared about was July to June. Even though I needed to be doing the other way around.
Oh, yeah. We all have our strong points. We all know stuff. We all don't know stuff.
Susie says, watching a video like this is way more helpful than reading instructions. I would agree.
Oh, yeah.
I like that I can rewatch something as much as I need to.
Yep. Or turn the volume down, you know?
Yeah. Or turn the volume down.
Or, skip ahead.
Yeah. I liked that about in college, the gen ed classes. Any gen ed class I could take online, I took online for the pure fact that, like, it's usually like a lecture that they film, and then I can just rewatch it.
Oh, gosh.
So if I wasn't understanding something, it's not that I have to try and reread my notes to see if I can understand it, or then try to find it in the textbook if they're even teaching out of the textbook. Like,
that would have been so good for me.
Yeah, I just rewind and play again and rewind and play again.
Not every class, but I would take notes. And then that night I would reread them and correct what I skipped or missed.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could still remember some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of work. Of course, then I had the art friend that was in Mensa, which I always thought was so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just retained it all, but couldn't show up at class on time. But, was so... I don't know if she had, like, photographic memory or what, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like, wow. And then she'd go, when's the homework due?
Yeah.
Or, what time's class? After I don't know how many times,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. The practical skills weren't there, but boy, was she smart.
Lori Lee says, ha ha ha, I laughed out loud. Math for me is like that. It's always... I never liked math. I was very much appreciative of my... so Chase and I went to... My husband and I...
Who? Your husband?
Went to college, the same college, same time. So we tried to take also as many classes as he could. You couldn't take a math class online, so I made sure to take it with him. And
smart.
I'm so happy my art degree, I only had to take the one. And basically, it was a repeat of... It was like the repeat of my entire senior year of high school math, but just crammed into one semester. So
that can be hard.
Yeah. So I was lucky to be able to lean on him and be like, okay, how do we do this though? And then I can't imagine, he had to take a bunch more math and a few times, like he had to take it a couple times. And I'm like, I can't imagine how many times I would have had to retake that math for me to just barely scrape by.
I always liked geometry. Story problems, forget it.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one.
Like algebra?
Is stats the...
statistics is... I thought it'd be easy. It was kind of hard.
Is that the story? There's one that's basically just like story problems. That might be stats.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's been a long time for me.
Mm-hmm. That was more of just a sentence ender. Mm-hmm, not a not a hard agreement,
61-year-old lady. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a little sass over there.
Hey, you could go to college whenever you want. Just like the one lady on that the college commercial in town or whatever.
She's not on anymore.
No.
But, you know, I could though. That never occurred to me. Because like then I worry because I'm not getting enough work done.
Yeah. I wonder how that works. So like,
I mean, work for making money.
Can you just like, because you know, like if you go to college, you like enroll, you have to apply, you got to do all that. Even when the classes that I took at the community college, like you still have to enroll, you got to apply. Like, and if you're not, like if you just want to take like a for funsies history class, like I had to placement, because I had taken other courses at normal college, I didn't have to do any of the placement things, but sometimes you have to do like placement tests to see what you can take. Can you just be like, hey, I just want it for funsies?
I think they call that auditing.
Oh.
You can just sit in.
But it doesn't like...
But I don't know if that's what you mean.
Maybe. That might be what I mean. Because it's not like... And also the grade doesn't necessarily matter to you, but you just want to do it.
Right. And I also don't know if that's a thing
Everyone
anymore.
does
That's
that?
back when I was in school.
I've heard of auditing when you failed a class. You can almost audit a class for the following semester as like a makeup or something. I don't know. I luckily didn't have to do that.
Oh, it's going purple. I should have known that with the extra black in there. It might be okay though. Oh, I can listen to that scrapey sound and just watch that paint. So when I'm here by myself, sometimes I'm like, okay, it's just so relaxing to me.
Yeah. Scrape, 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 scrape.
Well, and just
That's a really pretty purple.
I think I might like it. I don't have this color anywhere else though, so let's see. I did it in here, and I didn't really have that color anywhere else. And then I kind of covered it up because I kept putting more and more on. There it is, kind of darker. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom. Oh, that's glary. I kind of liked it. That might be too pinky purpley. Let's just give it a whirl. You know what? I have let's do this. Bring one up a little higher. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Sold.
Ooh.
It's like fireworks. I'm giggly chatty tonight.
We were off a week. And not even like a previous week we were off. It was just we were coming back too fast after your hip, but it's pent up.
Well, and I think I should do it more often. I mean, just playing a little hooky like I did today. I mean, I really love painting, but it's like, oh, that helps. Love art. Oh, that's kind of yummy. Kind of yummy.
I like the contrast that purple brings from the, like, it's a paler barrier purple.
It's a compliment.
From the yellow. It looks very nice.
I'm hinting at compliments. Just put a little white in my brush. Oh, I need to, I like that.
I don't know for sure, and I don't know when.
And you don't know why.
And I don't know how.
Oh, how?
No, I know how. Well, I have to measure the how. But, so I sent you that photo or whatever. Core says the purple helps it pop. I agree.
Compliment, purple and yellow are compliments. Yep. I mean, that's an easy way. Go ahead.
Anyway, so the photo that I sent you, basically, since Chase and I moved in, I think for maybe the first month, longer than that. First long while, we had 2 spare bedrooms, and I worked Chase has an office, and then I have an office upstairs. Well, I'm also an art hoarder, so it just kind of became like oh yeah, and I'll just put that right here. Oh yeah, I'll just put that right there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll just put that right there.
It's so easy to do. I'm doing that already in my new house. Well, it's not that new. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I needed to like go through like I barely threw out anything. I kept so much fabric that I'm never gonna touch. But
oh, you might. You start making.
I have like
baby stuff for your friends.
Yeah, I keep thinking about doing a t-shirt quilt for Chase because I have a friend that all she's got is just like a standard-ish sewing machine, and she's like, oh yeah, I did that once. It was super easy. I'm like, oh. She's like, I literally went to Goodwill and got like a flannel bed sheet, and I cut it up, used that as the back. It's not like she did like the batting and stuff in the middle. Anyway, I don't. So I finally like got it all put in the closet, and I was gonna store more like of our books and stuff in there. Anyway, so we have to those bookcases I sent you. We're gonna have to drive to Kansas City to get them because we don't have IKEA.
Oh, those weren't from Amazon or from like Wayfair? Or?
They're from IKEA.
They look just like mine. Oh, the wooden book.
The tall book. Oh no, those ones I bought. Those ones I bought. But we're gonna have to take 2 trips because their standard like Billy bookcases sell out apparently so often that the little ones are currently in stock. There's only 22, so by the time we get a chance, like it warms up and we're like willing to drive down there, they probably will be gone. Mm-hmm. But we called today, and that the big ones will be back in stock like March 10th through the 17th-ish timeline.
So how do we get them home? We don't take my bug.
I have to measure Chase's car and make sure that it can fit the length of those bookcases.
So you're not good at math, but boy, you're good at, like, you helped me set up my house, you know, floor plans, all that interior design measuring mathy stuff you're very good at. Aren't you?
Yeah. But I just have to measure Chase's car. But we'll be taking probably 2 trips down because they sell out so often that we should probably, if they're still available, we should get the littles ASAP and then just going, I bet the littles won't be in stock in March.
Right.
The skinnies.
I like how you just say we and don't even ask me if I want to go.
Oh, well, I meant me and Chase. I said we.
I thought it was a road trip for me.
You won't fit because I got to put the Billy bookcases in the back.
Well, Chase doesn't need to go.
I need him to lift them. We're getting like 6 bookcases.
Oh, here, I did want to go.
Oh.
You guys, tell Emily she has to take me.
It's literally a town and back.
I like Kansas City.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in ages.
But, you know, to get down there and then back in the same day, we'll literally just do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's 6 hours in the car in a day. Over 6 hours. It's like 3.5, I think. 7 hours in a day.
Oh, I thought we was us.
Oh. Oh, no, this is so awkward.
That's okay.
I'm
trying to sniff, but I'm too dry.
No, yeah, I know. I was going to be like, wipe your nose. Dee says, I absolutely love that tufted titmouse painting.
Oh, thanks. I can flash on there again.
Oh, I have 3 that come to my patio door every morning for peanuts. They have trained me. They have me trained very well.
Oh, maybe I should get some peanuts because I think they're in the Midwest. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, but I've never seen one. Mm-hmm. Right now I just have sparrows. Well, and rabbits. Which, Wally loves it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, and then when I had the hawk on the little back fence thing. Oh my gosh, the excitement.
Oh, we could. Dee said we could rent a van for the day.
Oh, thank you, Dee. See, my tribe, my besties.
Yeah.
Mine.
Yeah. I'm using your people. So sorry. Lorley said, I just bought 3 Billy bookcases for art and all of my loving keepsakes, etc. from IKEA in Calgary. We don't have enough people here to get an IKEA. I know.
Yeah, we don't have an IKEA either.
I mean, there's always been whisperings that, like, the big furniture store in town is, like, you know, keeps them out. but they're so different. Because like IKEA, like you would go to that big furniture store to like, you know, you're going to IKEA to get like RTA, like ready to assemble stuff that you have to like put together, everything about it.
I didn't know what RTA was, so thank you.
Yeah. But you could get like already put together things at the big furniture store. I mean, they do have RTA stuff, but I think, I don't know, anyway. They deliver up here, but the things, of course, the color and the things that I want don't deliver up here. Because they have like it's called an RX point. So they like ship it to a warehouse out here. Anyway.
You know all the lingo.
Yeah. I was looking because I'm like, oh. Because, you know, like people, I read reviews. The Target one's bow easy. It's just so nice because you can push the IKEA ones against the wall because they have a notch for the trim in the back, so you can push it against the wall.
Ooh. Oops, sorry. Guys,
if I decide that these are too short, we could go back down and get extenders for an extra shelf. This is not an IKEA.
We could go do that.
We could go do that.
We have to be squirrely if we ever do one of those videos that we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have to be squirrely. It's probably more on me. No cranky pants. But I think that might be pretty darn close. I kind of want to put some of that purple back in. I was thinking this color's too light, but it's going on the dark. And when I paint thin, it's not super thin. That's the hardest thing about YouTube is how thin is that? I don't know how to answer that. I do like the dry brush I get. I forgot where I was going. I took 3 right turns. I forgot where I was going.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little more purple back in.
Yeah, it needs purple, but it looks so good.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I rather like this one. I got fatter branches. Here.
Yeah, but I like
but there's nothing wrong with this one either.
I like the fatter branches because he's
it's the same brush.
Boy. Yeah. Oh, it is?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Isn't that funny? Mm-hmm. Just probably a little wetter.
Yeah, and he's a chunkier boy, so it kind of fits.
It's kind of bug-eyed. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at that eye. I like his outer glow.
Mm-hmm. The eye looks so good.
Yeah, but it's a little buggy, you know? A little like, kind of reminds me of Wall-E. Kind of that scared look. Yeah, I think that's...
Paula says, I'm here late. I'm saving this one for later. This is like a all-in-one.
Yes, step by step, because I did this background earlier. Mm-hmm. It's not quite the same, but it's very similar. So it's yellow, white, and a little brown. Actually, it's like a Naples yellow with white in it.
It is.
Yeah.
And I can actually picture that color.
Yeah, I used to use it quite a bit, and then I realized it was just a lighter version of yellow oxide. So I'm like, well, I'll just buy yellow oxide and add white.
Yeah.
I'm looking, you can't see me, but I'm looking at the sides of my painting. It looks like I'm not doing anything. Oh, here, let's do this. Go ahead. I heard an
just that Laura Lee says, quick question. Have you painted any crows or magpies? I don't know if I know what a magpie is. And how do you find the video if you have?
So if you go to so I painted a crow, I think it's a live stream.
Did you? I was going to say, I didn't know you did it.
So on a computer, I don't know if this works on a phone. On a computer, you go to my channel homepage, and you can search the channel. It's not the search bar at the top, or even, I think there's another one near the top. It's the one more down by my tabs.
Yeah, it's even with home, videos, shorts, live.
Right, and you can type in crow, and it should pop up. Or maybe type in raven, too, because I didn't know what it was.
You might call it a raven, yeah.
Because I don't think I knew what the bird was.
Here, I'm going to...
And I think it has a moon. I know there's a Halloween one with a moon, but I think that's the only one.
Mm-hmm.
It has a traceable? Am I remembering right? I'm putting some orange back in my nest just to help tie in the...
Okay, you have 2. One's on a pumpkin.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that pumpkin one's kind of fun.
All I looked up, so I wasn't even signed in, so it's not even like, it shouldn't trigger. I used my Safari, which I never use. I typed in Annie Troe crow painting.
Oh, you just into the regular search.
Oh, when we were doing the alphabet, you did C as for crow.
I don't like that. I'm going to scrub that out.
He's glowy. That one's good.
The one on the pumpkin's kind of fun.
Yeah, you have one on a pumpkin, a part 1 and 2, and then you have... They're both lives.
Oh, interesting.
They're both... One's 2 years old. Oh, one's like 3 years old, and the other's 2 years old.
I know, you can watch me gray.
You could.
You can't. Or you go back. I'm like, oh. I like somebody will comment on an old video, and I'll go look. I'm like, wow.
D asks, is the titmouse offered as a tutorial? The one that you flashed?
No, I painted that at the gallery.
Oh, yeah. I was going to be like, of course it is. No, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I painted. And then I was going to paint a chickadee on this one, but I didn't think anybody'd want me to do that live next week because it's so similar. I mean, I could do the chickadee next week. Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to bore you guys to tears either.
You have a titmouse painting.
It's the same. Oh yes, it's the same titmouse as the traceable I have on my traceables landing page.
Okay,
I just cropped it up. Oh, I'm glad that because I didn't trigger until just now. It's in a V branch. I'm surprised I can remember.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh,
the things you remember. Oh my gosh, I found it. Oh, that one's old. That one's 3 years ago.
That's old. Yeah, it's the same reference photo, but you can use the traceable too.
Oh, wait, that does not look like that one.
So only because you're here and you're my bestie, you can go grab that traceable. It'll have the link, that old video with the titmouse and the V branch will also have the link to the reference photo. You have to do a little work to find it all. But
can I see the... Oh, it is.
I just cropped him up. Well, and I made him a little chubbier and a little...
Yeah.
And he's much smoother.
But it's that reference photo?
Yep.
That's nice. Yeah. It is. But yeah, your art has changed so much.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I was like, that is not the same.
Well, for a while I thought, let's delete this. And I thought, no, because it's kind of nice to say, well, hey, I mean, it's only 4 years back now, but you can see how I've changed. Mm-hmm. Of course, like, art galleries used to not like that. They want you to paint the same thing and sell the same thing. This didn't do a darn thing when I'm painting here. Okay, let's go back to the purple. I'm talking so much.
Laura Lee says, awesome, thank you. I will search.
Yeah, sorry for the work.
I will search that after this.
It is doable. I don't know what I'm talking about. I see a squirrel and I can remember it was a traceable. Oh, sorry if that was loud, guys. From however many years ago, but I can't remember what I was just talking about.
Eva says, yes, all local birds that we love watching. This is why I always pre-read. That we love watching, we will paint. Bird lover here, thank you.
Oh, I think that was a yes to the
chickadee, yeah.
Well, really, it's kind of up to the ones. I mean, we have, not completely, but there's only some that come. A lot of people just come to the live because they like the step-by-step. Mm-hmm. Not everybody. And then there's some people who just want to, like, okay, here's how she started, here's the middle, here's the end, I got it. Mm-hmm. Because they know they're going to put their own
flavor.
Yeah. Well, they know they have their own handwriting and
their own spice.
Yeah. I just want to add some on the bottom just so it has some a bit more juice to it. Not too worried about it. Ooh, that was dark. Really, I'm painting like wavy lines. That's about all I'm doing. And then sometimes I just paint the corner dark. Yeah, I haven't painted over here in quite a while. It helped to
yeah.
I don't bring up the darn hips again. They're sick of it. But I couldn't stand for a live. Mm-hmm. Too achy.
Dee says, oh, I found him. Thank you.
Thanks for looking. Thanks for asking. That was a great question.
So yeah, just really snatch him and then.
Yeah. Should I do one more screenshot?
And then play at the part of this video where you do the nest.
Because really all you need is, I mean, you've got the reference photo. You don't even need this. Mm-hmm. Unless you kind of want to just keep, like I have this on hand to keep in mind how I did the nest. Because this nest went much slower because I was puzzling it out. Mm-hmm. Okay, look, pink. How much time do I have left?
You got 5 minutes. You're fine though.
Oh gosh, I talked too much. Just when I thought I was going too quick, and then I'm like, I relax and forget the time. Kind of like before the live, I'm like, oh shoot, what time is it? We should probably get ready.
Yeah. Dee says, Annie, would you be interested in painting a chipmunk with an acorn? That would be so cute. Oh. That's something you could chub up.
We should say, or Dee, can they post links in the chat? Dee has a Pixabay page with her photographs on it. And I think she's got a chipmunk. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know if you can post links in the chat. I think only I can. But if Dee is also on Facebook,
we can put it in the group.
Could put it in the group, and that's an easy place to find it too. Because sometimes I wonder if YouTube will also filter like a link comment.
True.
You know, after this.
True. And maybe I'm not right. Maybe I've got the wrong. Maybe my memory is failing me. Yeah, I like the purple in there. Let's just do a short one. They don't have to be long. The long ones are fun. That's why I keep doing them. And when my hair just hit the. So, not completely, but lighter at the top, darker at the bottom. But I think that's done. I don't know if I'm making changes that are doing anything. That's quite a few layers. Layers almost always help.
Lorely says, just wanted to say thank you so much for this video and including me in the chat. It's really cool. I'm watching you on my... Lorely, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Is that what I said?
I don't know.
I'll find out in 5 seconds in my ears.
Yes, sorry.
I think so. Maybe
sorry, honey.
You're fine. I'm watching you on my TV and typing on my phone.
Oh, I wonder, are we fuzzy on the TV? Oh, no, we're live streaming. It should be fairly clear.
It should be. I've never watched you big like that, you know?
I was listening to a person that talks about, YouTube tips for people who post videos, and he was saying that he was thinking pretty soon we'd have to do higher res videos because of 4K. So many people have, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
But I've never even looked to see what it looks like.
Agree as well, but like, you have to pay like extra for Netflix to even give you that, you know?
Oh, true.
Like, nobody
We're not
does
there
that.
yet.
Nobody does it. Like, Chase has a nice 4K TV, but he also games, and barely any of the video games he uses ever have utilized that 4K feature. So, I think you're fine, you know? I still, if I rent a video on, this is just personal, so I'm speaking for the world. If I can save $1 on Prime Video by renting the SD version, like the standard, not the HD version, it's the same movie. I don't care if I just see someone's wrinkles less, so I rent the cheaper one.
Yeah, I really don't need to see my own wrinkles. I can't believe I do YouTube. Did it take you a year or more to talk me into it? I mean, it wasn't like a constant thing or anything. It was just like, you should be on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. It was a while.
It was a while.
We say this occasionally, but it started when I, who does not really consume any art side of YouTube, was getting recommended those, like, Bob Ross paintings. Oh. And I had friends that were, like, falling asleep to, like, Bob Ross.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he would be very soothing.
On Netflix. You know, like, they were playing the Netflix Bob Ross episodes and, like, falling to soothe them to sleep at night.
Right.
I was like, if it's reaching my age, I imagine there are people in more your demo that like are actually have a community on YouTube painting. So then I was like, you need to do it. You need to do it. You need to do it.
Well, and I would have been watching.
That's like pre-COVID probably.
Yeah, I can't remember. Don't ask.
I said, I'll help you. You need to do it.
I'm like, but I can't pay you. You need to do it.
You need to do it. Dee says, I'm watching on my TV and typing on an iPad. Dee is also has the Pixabay. Yes.
Oh, okay, yep. Figure out a way to just some fun photos. So my agent said that mice are trending, and maybe they have been trending for a little while. Like cute felted little mice.
Yeah.
Sculptures.
It's gonna be frogs. I'm telling you.
Oh, I was gonna do another frog too.
I saw another clothing brand that I follow did a frog line.
Oh,
that's like the second one, and I get so many frog memes on my Instagram.
I was just wondering about chipmunks. That's kind of where I was going.
I think cutesy woodland. Woodland is a vibe right now.
Oh yeah, except for I'd kind of just do one painting. It'd be helpful.
Well,
if
no,
I did
know,
a collection.
but like so I was just saying agreement, because like, you know, a frog's in the woods, mice are in the woods, a little cute chipmunk is like a mouse type dealio, you know.
True. licensing is a little funny. Well, and it's funny because they always the manufacturers want new. What's your new art? And I'll license some really old things.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't know the age of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, that is not new.
Marty says, and I'm so glad you did start your YouTube.
I am too. It was really good for me. You know, getting comfortable talking to the world. Oh, there was a. I know we're about. I'm pretty much done. Oh shoot, there was. I don't know how. It was a live stream. We did them at noon because one, we knew we'd get fewer people.
Yeah, you were like.
And was
we're
there
doing
another
them at
reason?
noon. You
Oh, because like nobody'd be home in the neighborhood. We'd have better bandwidth.
Yeah, and you were just like, I don't want to get wound up, and then all of a sudden I need to wind down.
Because I was scared, nervous.
Yeah.
I really don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Anyway, so at one point we hit some sort of milestone, and Liz like, oh, that would fill up this stadium. That would, and I'm like, oh geez.
Stop. You were literally like, stop. We need to stop.
It's like, no.
I was relating it to like.
I do much better when I'm just talking to my besties in my head.
Yeah, I was relating it to like arenas in our town, like in our city. Like, that would fill up this. Just picture this full of people.
Like, I don't remember. It's like, Emily.
Hey, we have 27 people right now. They would not all fit in this room.
But, oh no, I have a very little. This is a little studio.
People hovering over your shoulder trying to see what you're doing.
But when I did my very first in-person watercolor class,
Yeah,
a little nervous, but barely.
yeah, you get over it fast.
Because it was just 4 ladies. I didn't know them. They were strangers, but my dining room. But there's just something different about YouTube in my brain. But yeah, no, it's been so good for me. I don't worry if I don't say just the right thing or I pause like that because my brain glitches or that's really nice. It's
Get used to it.
Yeah, like it's fine.
Let's see.
I'm done. I'm just trying to decide. Is there anything else here? Let's do a screenshot. Is there anything else we need to do?
Well,
my watch is buzzing, saying it's time to go.
Well, Teresa says I have never made it start to finish through a single Bob Ross video with like the shocked face emoji. I always fall asleep.
Yeah, he's really chill.
Yeah, he is. It's very soothing, quiet.
That's
gentle.
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I like that we watched that documentary because I didn't know he practiced painting. And towards the end he didn't, but especially the earlier years he practiced painting so you could get it done in a half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to finish the eye. We need to highlight.
Oh, yeah. Dee says, I found Annie by accident on YouTube. A happy little accident. Haha.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's been good for me because you guys, it's such a great resource. There's just so much sharing of information. Well, and I don't know who said, are you going to start a Facebook group? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I think Tammy.
I think it was one of the Tammy. We used to have 2 Tammys.
I think even maybe 3.
Oh, maybe. Because I went to do the eye and then my brush went over to the beak.
Laura Lee says, could we see your painting up close when you finish? I love it. And then I think you did hold it up and she said, oh, ha, thank you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, once you're all the way done, you always do, or at least we try to remember.
I try to remember to do a screenshot.
A little screenshot.
This is probably the fastest I've ever painted a bird.
I know, and he looks so good.
I'm getting better at it. So someone probably in the chat asked me last week, why am I trying to paint looser? Because it challenges me. And then, of course, the practical side of the more paintings I make, the more I can sell. So normally I would put like a light blue, even though my background's yellow in the eye. I'm going to put it light gray. And then I think I'm going to come back with a little white dot, or maybe that's just fine. It is in the shadow. That might be just it.
Wow. I
like that the robins have big beaks. I think that's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the European robins do. I've painted a couple, but I don't think they do.
You always paint them chubby or cutier, so I don't know.
One thing I do want to do, I can paint forever, but I can see my charcoal. I used chalk pastel on the back of, I had printed out 2 photos cut this out and then scribbled chalk pastel on the back of it and then traced it on. I can see a little bit of I just won't worry about it. Emily, I need Artie when you're at a stopping point.
Yeah, I'll get Artie.
Okay.
Artie.
Oh, here.
Artie.
Should we try white and see if it makes any difference? It might not. Okay, I wanna get it like little and off. Ooh, I did it. Ooh. Sometimes I don't. Okay, one more.
NC Huck says beautiful. Marty says another great Wednesday. Heart emoji.
Thanks. It's like, yay, we got to hang out. Boy, I've canceled a couple of times recently just between stuff going on.
Yeah, weather. I mean, not really. It's just things were canceled due to the hips or whatever. So
yeah.
And then there was only one that was an unexpected cancel because of the hips.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sticking up for me. I'm just spraying it with water because it's going to sit overnight and it'll kind of rehydrate the paints a little bit.
Cora says very beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming. We were chatty tonight. Some nights are quieter. Okay, guys. Oh, I'm going to look in the chat quick. Oh, I can see everybody.
Dee says, thank you, Annie. Good night to all the chatters. See you next week.
Your support means so much to me. I can't thank you all enough. I couldn't do it without all of you guys. We have 10 channel members.
Yeah.
That just freaks me out. That's so cool. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.